Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet, voice you know with the news you trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution. I'm Dusty Sonnenberg. Under cloudy skies, it's 50 degrees on the barn thermometer. Hard to believe we see that temperature at the end of December. It looks like it wants to rain, feels like it wants to rain. It just can't decide if it's going to or not. Should be some dry conditions for tomorrow, but then rain as we move through the weekend and a chance of snow into the new year. Taking a look at your agricultural headlines, the global potash outlook for 2025 is the opposite of the phosphorus fertility market. While supply concerns in phosphorus will likely continue into the new year, the potash fertilizer market is in a well-supplied situation around the world. Now, with plenty of supply in the global market, potash fertilizer prices should continue to see little volatility and be more affordable in 2025. That, according to fertilizer analysts. However, there are some geopolitical concerns facing the market. Now, global fertilizer consumption was forecast to increase by 4% in 2023, 3% in 2024. That, according to the International Fertilizer Association. Their report estimates was released during the summer of 2024, and it comes after declines in consumption in the two previous consecutive years. Consumption was forecast to reach 203.7 million metric tons of nutrients in 2024, slightly above the previous record that was reached in 2020, and this recovery was because of improving affordability since prices reached their peak in May of 2022. That, again, according to the International Fertilizer Association. The recovery in global fertilizer use has not been equally shared, though, among the three major nutrients. Potash fertilizer use fell by 6.2 million metric tons. That's 15% lower. That between 2020 and 21. And then in 2024, consumption was expected to be about 2% lower than it was back in 2020. Now, global potash fertilizer production was estimated to have risen by 13%, that to 69.3 million metric tons in 2023. The East Europe Central Asia region was the largest driver behind this recovery, thanks to higher output from Belarus and Russia. Well, let's turn our attention now to weather and take a look at that Friday weather forecast as we head into the weekend, brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com.
Scattered rain showers trying to overspread Ohio here through the balance of this afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Let's take a look at your forecast update. Not a lot of heavy moisture. We're looking at most of the activity this afternoon in western and southwestern parts of the state. Overnight tonight, we'll see a few more hit and miss as scattered rounds of showers come through. And then we'll take a little bit of a pause probably tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, before another round of moisture comes in for Sunday. Rain and potentially thunderstorms with 100% coverage across Ohio. I think from today, we're looking at least a quarter to 1 inch of rain. Some outside areas could get an inch and a half if things work out just right. Behind that, we are dry for next Monday. See rain ending as snow New Year's Eve, and then we're much colder New Year's Day forward. I'm Ryan Martin.
Thanks, Ryan. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more after this.
Since 1926, Nationwide has been rooted in agriculture. Founded as the Farm Bureau Mutual Automobile Insurance Company with a mission to protect farmers and their communities, we honor our legacy by offering solutions that evolve with the complex needs of today's farms. As the leading insurer of America's farms and trusted by 8 farm bureaus for 100 years and counting, Nationwide is on your side. Number 1 insurer based on 2023 direct written premium per AM Best. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Watch your step, Ohio. Winter weather is here. So let's keep your team from slipping on the job. Make sure to examine your work areas daily and clear hazards that could result in a potential fall. Hoses, cords, buckets, farm tools, and equipment can all pose a problem. As the days get darker, you'll want to replace any poor lighting, too. Keep walkways and entrance areas clear, dress for the weather, and stay safe and warm. This safety tip brought to you by the Ohio Bureau of Workers' Compensation. Visit pwc.ohio.gov for more safety resources.
A reminder from the Treasury Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, otherwise known as FinCEN, and this has to deal with the beneficial ownership information, or the BOI reports, and that filing. It applies to any small business that files documents to incorporate with their state business authority, such as the Secretary of State. So that would be things like corporations, limited liabilities, and limited partnerships, those type organizations. Originally, there was a filing deadline of January the 1st. Now, there was an injunction that postponed that indefinitely. However, the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals reinstated the beneficial ownership information reporting rules, and so now you have until January the 13th of this year to file that initial beneficial ownership information report with FinCEN, and that can be done through their website quite easily. That is fincen.gov, FINCEN.gov. Well, let's take a look at how your markets closed for a Friday, brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com. March corn closed the day up a quarter penny at $4.54. The December 25 new crop corn, though, was down a penny at $4.40 3/4. January soybeans ended down 8 cents at $9.80. The November 25 new crop was down a nickel at $10.04 1/2. Wheat for March closed up 5.5 cents at $5.46 1/2. The July 25 new crop was up 4 1/4, $5.63 3/4. December live cattle closed the day up 72.5 cents at $193.50, and February lean hogs were down a nickel, $84.15. Class 3 milk for January was up 47 cents at $20.09. This is the Ohio AgNet.